Hey folks, welcome to my channel. If you haven't already, we invite you to subscribe. And if you enjoy the content, remember to hit that like button and feel free to share. Hey folks, this is Maria Abreu. Welcome to my channel. One of the things that I had promised is that any change that comes down the line affecting processes, I would make my best effort to get that information to you hot off the press. And that's exactly what this recording is about. You'll remember a few months ago, back in October, that immigration had signed and sealed a resolution wherein they introduced certain changes to the process. Well, it turns out that a new resolution was created that replaces that one, which came out in October. And I want to tell you of some of the changes, or the one or two changes that may interest you. Now, in the previous resolution, if for those of you who saw that video, it talked about how those that are applying for temporary residency had to show a solvency of $5,000 in a Dominican bank, the title to a property, or the title to a vehicle. Now, for those who are new to the Dominican Republic, more than likely the solvency that they're going to present is a letter from a bank, like because it's easier to set up a bank account in a Dominican bank and show a letter with money in there. Well, it turns out that they no longer require the $5,000, which is a relief. It's a relief. So you're not going to have $2 in the account, but you don't have to have 5,000. So if you can present the letter with 1,000, 1,500, or it could be even less, that will be good enough to get you approved for temporary residency. So that was very positive, because $5,000 for some people, especially those who are, volunteers, those who are retired, it could be a bit steep. So added on to the expense of applying for residency, you were going to have to cough up $5,000 to throw into some account to show that you had solvency. So that is no longer the case. They don't have a dollar amount that you have to show in a bank to qualify for temporary residency. So yay to that. That was very, very good. The other thing, that resolution there was a misunderstanding, it looks like, wherein many understood, and I know that I talked about this in the channel, that those married to Dominican citizens or to Dominican residents with permanent residency would not have to apply for a visa in order to apply for residency. Well, they took that back. So if you're married to a Dominican citizen or you're married to a Dominican resident, the spouse that is applying for residency will have to apply for a visa before qualifying to apply for residency. So they did introduce that change, okay? And I just wanted to make that known, all right? These are the two changes that were introduced to that resolution. Another positive change is as follows. As you know, and most of my clients will agree with this, getting appointments with immigration was becoming very tedious. The evaluation of files that were uploaded to their system it was beyond ridiculous. And so the legal community made, of course, a formal complaint. We had to do something about it because, we understand that there's COVID, there are delays, you can't have a big accumulation of people in public places, but immigration is working with us. So listen to what they've come up with, okay? As you know, the visa processes are taking months. I mean, 2-3 months, and sometimes even more. And what was happening is documents were expiring. What that meant is that once you got the visa on your passport, now you're close to the expiration date of documents such as a police clearance, which is only valid for 1 year for the residency process. So we were facing the situation where we had to reorder these police clearances, and then the process to apostille in the US, it is taking months. Okay, so it was becoming, kind of difficult to maneuver the residency process with these delays. First with apostilling documents in the States or abroad, and then the visa process taking months as well. So immigration has made a concession wherein if a person has their visa issued and they are in the process of having their documents apostilled, they will allow for the foreigner to have their medical exam and for the residency process to move forward under the promise or with the promise that before the residency process is complete, the missing documents will be supplied. So for instance, if your FBI clearance expired, but you just got your visa and you want to apply for the residency, they're going to let you do it. They're going to accept the file. They're going to let you do your medical. That whole process is going to move forward. But we need to sign a document for immigration that says within 60 days or before that residency process is complete, that document that we're waiting for is going to be in that file. That's great. It's like immigration is making concessions that's allowing for processes to move forward and be completed in a reasonable amount of time. Okay. And I have a big surprise. Okay. But I can't say it yet because, I was called into the Center of Investment and Exportation and they explained everything to me. But guys, something really big is coming for those who don't qualify for residency at all. They've just opened a big door. Within the next, I would say 2 to 3 weeks, I'll be doing a recording informing you of what that change is. So dun dun dun, coming soon. Stay tuned, guys, okay?